Okay, and we're recording, and this is the Dungeon of Dread, and you guys are in a inn. Let me see here. I can. It is. There we go. Okay, as you can see in the chat, this is the date. It is free day, 14th of Reading, 7567, Age of Shadow, and you are in the inn. You are in the town of Ashlea, in the country kind of county, kind of a loose kind of stateship of a couple of cities called the Grey Tiger Kingdom, and you are recently, a couple of weeks ago, some adventurers have been. They have discovered a old ruin in the city of Ashlea, where you are right now, and you have heard that they have found a map which has, in that map, they have found the. I say that they have found the. You can read it up. I'm going to put this in the chat too. And you found a. The map found the fortress of Ixgard, the Mad Dwarf. And Ixgard, he has slain Merxon, the Ruby Elder Dragon. And after... Okay, we don't need this. Whatever. After he defeated the Ruby Dragon, he basically made a... how do you say that? He made a fortress there, right? He just took it over, and there was the hoard of the dragon, and yeah. And once he had the hoard of the dragon there, what he did is he basically was a very greedy dwarf, and he didn't want to share his gold with anyone. So he used his money to build a fortress, a dungeon, so to speak, that nobody would be able to go through. And that after the many years, even after his alleged death, many adventurers have tried to how do you say that? They try to basically rob the treasure, and nobody has succeeded yet. And the location of the of that has been forgotten, and even the legend has been forgotten mostly by most people. But in the recent excavation, and that was the two previous adventures, that was Mungo and Dayron, but you don't really know that, you haven't paid attention. That's critical failures in Jerry Terrifying's character, and this was like a couple of weeks ago. They are still in the city somewhere, but you know, you don't know. You only know them as like some adventurers, and you are some adventurers that have come here because the treasure supposedly holds all kinds of riches, and there's all kinds of legends just about the treasure. Apparently, there might be even a lamp of a genie, and legendary weapons and legendary tomes, and so much gold and rubies and emeralds and everything. You know, so a lot of treasure. But there's also a lot of legends about the dangers and stuff, because nobody has came back yet. So, and they found the entrance, and it was hidden away, but it was found again, and it's outside of the town somewhere, and you know the location. And yeah, you've been drawn here, and you're resting now in the Inn of the Mad Mage. Yeah, go for it. You can. Let's everybody introduce yourself, kind of who you are. Whoever wants to start.
All right, I'll start. Basically, Sevaril is sitting at the table. He's drinking a tall mug of mead, and his feet are up on the table, leaning back. I'm, eyeballing his party, or these two new companions that he's just come into acquaintance with. And he introduces himself as such. He says, so it seems that we are here to get a treasure of some sort. I have no idea what your skill sets are, but for some reason our fates have paths and fates have crossed. So, what exactly do you all do? As you can see, I am quite the rogue.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Scipio is sitting at the bar, also drinking from a mug, but he's only got water. He doesn't actually drink. I'm a priest.
The righteous one, I see.
Allegedly.
Well, most things are alleged. What have you, interest in treasure, priest?
This uncovery poses a risk to the safety of the public, and there may be some old texts that the church has interest in.
The church is always protecting the public, I see. Very good. Well, as a priest, you will be very useful, I understand. You have the ability to heal and assist us in very altruistic manners, I assume.
That's accurate, yes.
Very good.
The heavy-set wench who's in not terribly busy at the moment because it's people are on some kind of religious or some kind of holiday festivals. They're also celebrating finding the old ruins. She is in her 40s, not much of a looker, but anyway, she says, "Can I get you something? Fellas,
No.
more? Are you happy with what you got?"
Oh, yeah, quite happy. Priest?
Nothing for me, thank you.
And Peep over there, I will call you Peep. Peep, you want a drink or what?
Pat. Food.
He does not talk very well. I think he's hungry. Will you get him some food, please?
Yeah, I'll get him some food as long as he pays or somebody pays. What would you like, sir?
Shinies?
Yeah, I'll bring you a soup. Maybe a good old mutton. And she goes back and she talks to the half-orc waiter. A little bit grim-looking, but, still polite,
Yeah,
cleaning his mugs.
I have the whitest smile that you can see right now.
You are very fortunate, my smiling friend. It seems that she has deduced that you wanted mutton from the little clips and beeps that have come from your mouth. Can you speak very well? What is your problem?
He's valid, yeah.
Sevaril just turns away from that individual and looks directly at the priest. We may be at a disadvantage with this one.
No!
Oh.
The woman comes back and brings him the food. Here you go, sir. That will be a couple of silver.
I dig through my pockets there, and then I show her the piece of gold, like this.
She takes it, and then that's a little bit too much, but it's okay. We are a good, nice establishment here. What she does, she gives you the appropriate change and gives it back. In any product, in any seedier bar, this would probably not have happened, but yeah.
Oh.
So. Yeah.
You must forgive me. I am at a loss for words.
Scipio just seems to be staring at the other gentleman that is currently entranced by the shiny things?
I'm eating food as well, but I'm like, yeah, I'm death staring. Like, like one hand's messy with the coins because there's like, a pool of coins of silver, and the other hand, I'm actually just like, eating the soup. So I'm just drinking from the bowl straight out, like, just hand kind of, and yeah, just eyeballing it. Yeah. Good.
I will take my leave now. And I stand up in my chair and I start to walk towards the back entrance where the stairs are.
Right.
It's obviously just disturbed by the display.
I stand up immediately and I say, "We go?"
Out of character, just quick. I'm just saying that. Well, I don't have to say, but whatever. That you have a room here too. So you just basically what happened is the days before you came preparing. That's when you did your shopping, and you have a room all of here. You paid like for a week, so. And it's a pretty cheap place. You like paid 1 gold, and you have it all for a week, and that includes for most foods. Extra food costs extra, and you're about to basically head out. Yeah, it's kind of in the morning. That's why this place is pretty empty, except this one gentleman there, the local customer with the red nose, who apparently has been here always, and probably will be always. Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, as you you're near the exit there. I stand up and I look at you. We go?
I start to walk towards him and I say, "Yes, we go. Are you coming, and what can you contribute? It is very hard to decipher your role here."
I like. You. This. Ooh. Oh yeah. And then I go ahead and I take out my maracas and I start shaking them, like in a vibrant manner and lively, and hopefully if I need to, I'll cast a spell. No, I'll just roll to perform. That's what I'll do, and I'll try and mesmerize you with that.
All right. Do I roll a resistance against that?
Wait. Yeah, I think so. Mesmerize. Let me see the description quick.
It's literally perform. It's not. I'm not like trying to actually.
Oh, you're performing. Okay, we'll just roll and see how do you will. How do you do?
So how do I roll the dice here?
You just go to your character, and then you go to skills for this one. And what you do is, I think, yeah, you just go to your total and you double click that.
Alright, now where is my character sheet?
Just click your face on the upper left corner. You should see your face.
Oh, okay, I just have to click my face. Okay. It's been a while since I've used this, sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Actions. Skills. There we go. Man, I'm kind of playing this character really deep. I barely know what I'm doing here.
It's once you get into it, it should work fine.
All right, sorry. So go ahead and say that again for me.
It's okay. You see the skills, right?
Yeah.
So scroll down to perform. On the very right of that, you see all these numbers. The perform 9, charisma, then +1. On the very right, there should be what's under total. It's just +1. Double click that. I think it's even good if you just double click perform.
Okay.
So, okay, 26. You are playing those maracas, and people are like, the woman is, she's watching.
Well, the goal is like to inspire and stuff, that kind of thing. So that way he can understand my skill.
Okay, the woman, she's like shaking her behind, and the guy, he's a little bit less depressed, drinking his beer. And even the orc seems a little bit cheerful now. It's like, good show.
I have never seen anything like that in my life. You are more than welcome to come for us.
You know what I just out of character? You know what I just imagined, like in the mask when he puts on the show with the maracas and when he dresses up in the hat. That's what kind of reminded me of.
They call me Cuban Pete.
Yeah. Okay.
Very well. In our expedition, I assume, and I look at the priest with a smile that has been brightened from the performance. It is apparent that we need this exemplary skill on our quest. Do you feel the same way?
He smiles in kind of an amused fashion. Oh, I suppose. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Look, at the worst, we can throw a maraca or two at something.
Out of character, you sure Scipio is not a drow? Noble or something like that?
I choose to exercise my right not to comment.
I was just I was just kidding. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Do you guys just want to like fast forward us to the game, or you just want to like still?
No, we gotta keep doing this. I was just saying this is
I'm
good.
fine.
I like it. In terms of,
just when as you
the group.
once you decide when you want to go to the dungeon, it's up to you.
Look, the bottom line is this: at the speed and frequency that he can shake those maracas, I foresee them used as weapons of pure death.
I'll take your word on that.
I have no other recourse. It is the only thing that he has come with besides gold pieces and silver, and they look absolutely fabulous.
Out of character, you do have quite a lot of weapons, Alex. Isn't any of them visible?
Oh yeah, they're all visible. Like there's the quarterstaff on my back. There's the two daggers you can't see, and then there's the maracas, which are the size of maces.
Okay, this is why descriptions are necessary. Okay.
Yeah. We should have also said how we look. So, I think this is a good place to just describe how you guys look.
Okay,
Alright, Alex, you go first.
I'll start with myself. Okay, so I am wearing a I'm average height, about 5'6". I have a chainmail, chain shirt. Sorry, yeah. So it's just a shirt with reinforced armor and stuff. I have bracers on, and I have an amulet, out of the necklace area, so so it can be shown. And then I have a quarterstaff on my back, and I have 2 daggers hidden, in my in my shirt, and then followed by 2 maracas. That's what I call them, at least. They're maces.
Oh, those are the light maces. Nice.
That can they make noise when I shake them.
Nice.
And
okay,
that's that's what I can do.
He's coming with us, definitely.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Scipio is a man in about his 30s. He looks a little bit sickly. He's wearing a dark overcoat with a high collar, and a wooden holy symbol is draped over his chest. It's a circle within a circle. It's made of wood. It's fairly plain. The only weapons you can see visible are a single mace on his hip, the head of which is fairly unadorned and about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger.
Alright. Several has approached the inn. You probably at this point would know that he had approached with a horse. Had several packs on the horse. He came heavily prepared, but he carries very little weapons. He has he has 2 twinned daggers that you can see in his belt, along with several empty pouches in his belt. One of them looks filled, and the others look very empty. He has 1 backpack on his back, and he's dressed in leathers, but they look similar to a swashbuckler, to sort of pirates. outfit, and it's black and white. You know, obviously a white shirt under black leathers, and he has one rapier that's in his belt as well, and everything else that he possesses is in his either in the backpack that's on him or in his horse. So there's much more that remains to be seen from him.
Okay. That was very good descriptions. Yeah, just continue. Whenever you guys feel like you want to go.
At this point in time, I noticed that those are not maraccas and that they're maces, right?
You can see it, yeah. They're. Why don't you like describe them, Swingle?
Well, they are. They're like. Listen here. I would say they're about 6 inches wide, in terms of the flare for the weight, and they're definitely spherical. So that way they give the the ability to do to make the proper noises. When I make them. But it's definitely it's more like a little it has a small hollow ball in the center of each of them where I have the noise being made where I have the rattle going on. But yeah, they are. They're painted green with yellow polka dots and red stars every now and then.
So at the first look, they do look like simple, maracas that are harmless. But and now you can see that it's glinting somewhat in the light, and you can see that they are actually deadly maces. So.
Yeah, because there are slight silver streaks. Yeah, well, not silver, but metal streaks, as they've been beaten with. Yeah.
Well, my friend, let us go forth so you can shake those sticks at something else.
Yeah. Play the beats.
All right, so I look around the inn to see if there's any other varying items or just anything out of the norm that would catch my interest before I leave.
It's a very simple inn of the common folk. The inn was named after the silver mage, that has 200 years ago there was a huge battle over, basically there was the Silver Prince who came from the ancient times back, and he basically pretended to be the emperor, one of the old line of emperors that has died out. The name escapes me now. But basically, he pretended to be an emperor of a long dead dynasty, which when they ruled, it was called the Golden Age. And when that dynasty died out, that's when the Age of Shadows began. Where basically you didn't have one unified empire. You have always these squabbling, warring city-states and small states and stuff. And it's been, in general, a more bad time. And he pretended to be that, but then he came out as being the Silver Prince. Basically, long story short, a bunch of heroes defeated him eventually, but one of the heroes turned out to be his brother, the Silver Alchemist. And he basically, he was still defeated by one of the other heroes, who was known as, then he became emperor, and that was Emperor Tai, and he had a small dynasty, and he said that he was the true heir, but he could never totally prove it, and his family died out, so the Age of Shadow continues. So. And this inn is named after the Mad Mage, the Silver Alchemist, but more in a kind of sarcastic way, how it's not for him, at all.
Right.
It's more like the Silver Alchemist has become like a cuss word, more like that. But yeah. Other than that, the orc innkeeper has told you that. Other than that, there's nothing weird about this establishment. It's not the best establishment in the city, but it's fine. It's definitely not the seediest. I mean, it's not seedy, really. It's more like in the middle for the common people.
Alright, I'm trying to help Kade set up push to talk, so let's just continue going while he does that.
Right.
Alright, so I pat the gentle giant on the back with his maracas and I say, shall we go? I think we're wasting time. We obviously have the people here we need to succeed.
And then I grab the bowl and I place a few of the silver shinies down on the table, and then I look at the barmaid and I say, yes, holding the bowl as I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of hinting, can I take it? Yeah, yes.
Yes, thank you. And she takes the coin because she thinks it's like a.
As I leave. Yeah. We go.
Right. Okay. Then we can switch to the other thing. And yeah, and you guys arrive. You are in front of the. It's built inside of a mountainside, and you've been traveling for some time. And you see a old wooden door, and on it is written, Ixmil's Fortress. Do not enter, greedy grave robbers, or you will regret it. In like a very old font, and it's like rusted and old, but it's still like embedded. So it's been here for a long time, and the people who found it, they have actually not dared to open the door, just from the stories of old.
I start to go up to. I'm going to knock on the door.
Nothing happens. You gotta also move your character. Or are you knocking it from the side?
No,
Okay.
it's right here. I'm just gonna knock on it.
Because
and then make the noise.
You could knock on it and stand on the side. You see this display, and nothing happens.
And I just shrug my shoulders, and then I start to move back.
Yes. Allow me to try, please.
Go right ahead.
Alright, DM, I have some thief tools. I just actually want to look at the door and see if there's any crevices or wedges or anything of interest.
It's an old-fashioned door, but it's still built like any other door. It's got like a handle to push it down and to open it. It's a wooden door made out of sturdy oak, or some kind of sturdy wood. You're not quite sure what wood it is, but you are guessing mostly oak. It's embedded with iron or like steel kind of bars, so it's quite stable. If you want to make a search check, then you can do that.
Yeah, I'm going to make a search check.
Or a spot check. Yeah. You just push on the... Wait, I'm going to look at the roll. Whatever's higher. Okay, let me see here. 6. Okay. You don't see anything unusual. It's a door. And it's closed. That's all you see.
All right, I go into my backpack and I take out my lock picking kit.
Okay. Yep, you have your lock. You have it out pretty quick.
What do you want me to roll to use it?
Do you? Wait, let me see here.
I have open lock.
Oh, that should work.
All right.
Yeah, you open the door and you realize the door was open.
Was open?
Yep.
All right.
As you open it, it's a little bit hard to get open because it hasn't been open in like over 500 years. But it creaks a little bit and a little bit dust and grime breaks down, but nothing too bad. And some spider webs and shit. Little spiders crawl away,
I look back at the priest with a little bit of embarrassment. And I say, I look at him and I go, a little too easy for my taste.
Have you been doing this a long time?
strong enough. Let us go.
If you say so.
Good, yeah.
Do you see the, you should be able to see 2 squares in. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay, that's updating automatically. Okay, the light shines in from inside, but other than that, there's no natural light. There's some, and you see another door, just like the previous one, an old oaken door kind of thing.
Alright, I reach into my backpack and I take out the following item. Just give me 1 second and I'll tell you what it is.
I take out a bazooka. I take out a shotgun and open this shit. I want to eventually get to the point with this world where we have like steampunk tech and shit eventually, but...
Alright, so what you see is Sevaril take out a 1 foot rod and he cracks it. And when he cracks it, the rod starts to glow and it illuminates the whole area.
Ooh, nice. I love it.
Scipio seems entranced by that for a moment.
By the way, as you can see, every tile is 5 by 5 wide. So if you really wanted, you could squeeze through next to each other, as long as you're not too wide.
Alright, so what's on the side of me right now is not a wall?
It is a wall. It's an old stone wall. You can see it's like, it's very sturdy built. Just you know, kind of castle wall kind of thing.
Now I'm lost. Where the hell are my characters?
So, sorry, I'm bringing it back. So, it's don't worry. Here you are. If you want to say that you're next to it, because I have it set that it's like tile by tile. So if you want to say that you're next to the person, then it should be. Okay? Then it's so. Okay.
Okay.
In worst case, I can actually mark your position then. The thing is, you can squeeze next to each other because it's 5 feet, but you have to squeeze literally, okay? So.
Okay.
But it's not, it's, you know, for one person, it's fine.
Yeah, let's not squeeze into the hallway side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's...
But yeah, I am entranced by that direction.
It's pretty spiffy looking.
All right, so now with the area illuminated, I will roll for search. If anybody else wants to do anything, I will not do that.
I would also like to roll for search.
Okay.
All right.
I'm distracted.
All right, my search. I got a 10 on my search.
Okay. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Just the wall and the door.
And the door in front of us.
Yep. Scipio. Scipio gets a 15. You still, you know, you can still see little details. You can see that on this door there is a very faint, what was left from another writing, which they have like embedded with iron, which was writing in again common, like get out, but you can barely see it because kind of it's been removed or it fell out. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
But other than that, you don't see anything unusual.
I start to whisper, not say out loud, but I'm going to speak loud for the sake of the video. But I'm whispering to the priest. I say, if the Silver Prince or the Alchemist created a bunch of traps, and we got this far without...
Wait. Out of character, sorry. I a little bit, I went 10 million miles. This is not created by the Silver Alchemist. This is way before his time.
Oh, this is Ixlar's?
Yes, I was just explaining the origin of the inn. I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Ixlar built it, and he hired a bunch of different crazy mages. But this is way before the time. Well, at least of this incarnation of the Silver Alchemist. He might have been around at that time, but you don't know that. You know.
All right. So I'll reword that. Forgive me.
No, it's my fault. I was
didn't explain well. If Ixlar had built this as a haven for traps, This is probably where it begins. I take out my tools again and I start to search the door to see if there's anything out of the...
Okay. Since you are a rogue, you know, you have also trap finding and shit. Search, okay. You still don't find anything out of the ordinary.
Alright, now I'm gonna roll for trap.
Okay.
Let's see.
Did you get that skill?
No, actually I didn't. I didn't get trap detection. I got move silently, open lock, and I got a bunch of others, but I didn't get that one.
Do you wanna, like, I could be nice and say that you...
No, don't be nice. I'll search and that's it.
Okay.
I'm not a trap finding rogue.
As a rogue, you still have the ability to find and disable rogue. That's one of your basic ability. And you do have some feats too that help you, so should be fine.
So I could just roll dex and see if I find anything?
Yeah, and with your, I think with your thieves tools, you get like a +2. So
okay.
So
right,
you yeah.
I'm gonna set this +2 on the modifier.
Well, first you gotta actually find a trap. You haven't found the trap yet.
Right.
There's nothing to disable.
Right,
you want to find specifically a trap? Okay, do a search, but since you're using your tools, you gotta. Well, wait, no, sorry. +2 is the masterwork ones. You get a +1 with normal ones, right?
Right.
Right. Now I remember.
All right, so I've adjusted for the +1, and I'm gonna roll search now.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. You look very, very hard, but you don't find anything.
Wow. With a 21, I find nothing. I look back at the priest and wherever the other one is, and I just say, "It looks safe." And I just break out the tools and try and open up the door.
As you try to open up the door, you realize it's open. It's not locked.
That is my expression.
The priest is smiling.
I put the tools back. I put the tools back, but I do not enter into the room. And I peer into the room and see if it's safe.
This is what you see. You just see an empty stone hallway, and the illumination. That's how much it illuminates from where you are.
I step to the right, go in and step to the right, so everybody else can pass in.
All right. Do I see what do we see in this?
He's all up in front.
Okay. Let me see here. Oh, you have actually a dark vision. Both of you.
Light vision.
Yeah. So this is what you see. And okay, you might as well also see the whole room.
I have dark vision too.
Exactly. There's enough light, and you can kind of tell Kade what you see. So the light is sufficient enough for him to make it out, but you see it clearly, you both. So since you're both,
and those are doors.
You can see doors. You're right. That's the crude version of doors. So you see these. You see 5 doors in front of you. On every door, they're shaped the same way also, but they're different. They're kind of steel doors, and you have different kind of pictures etched into them. Okay. On the far right, you see a blade etched in like a sword, and on the door next to it, you can see a bunny. In the door in the middle, you see a helmet. On the door next to that, on the left, basically on the left side of the middle one, you see a grotesque face, and the nose is like a knocker, like one of those doors you would knock with, and it's attached. And on the far right, you see kind of a cauldron.
You mean the far left, right?
On the far on the far left, yes, light. That's well said. The other, right? You see on the left, you see a cauldron.
Right,
So from left and right, it's cauldron, face, helmet, bunny, and then sword or blade. Yeah.
Whoa. All right, cauldron, face with the knocker, helmet, and what's the one before blade? Bunny?
Yeah, that's in the middle. No, in the middle is the helmet. Right. Sorry.
I'm gonna go to the bunny and touch the bunny.
Okay, move your character. Like I have to see it.
How do I? Okay, now I see the middle mouse button. There we go. So the bunny's over here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I touch the bunny.
Okay.
No.
Nothing happens really, but
yeah, I touch the bunny.
Yep. It's a pretty good marksmanship, and
I point at the bunny and I look at the other guys and I say, Dad.
Are you sure bringing him was a good idea?
His maraccas were mesmerizing. What was I to do?
Alright.
Look, the worst that can happen is that he can die. And for that, I might smile. Let us go forward and see what will happen.
The priest arcs an eyebrow and follows the man with the bunny. I don't know how to describe him very well.
Okay. Okay. Just describe what you're doing. He's still just petting the engraving of the bunny. There's a lot of detail. It's a very good craftsmanship.
I then look puzzled for a second, and then I have just like a wide beam, like a smile, like jubilation, that kind of thing.
You can
and
see
I
that.
Out my maracas and I start performing at the bunny.
Okay. You notice that on the metal doors that there's no rust, and you're guessing that this is steel or something, and it's been worked into that for some reason it's not rusting. So.
Alright, I walk up to the door with the blade.
Okay.
I inspect it, obviously. I don't want to roll a million searches, man. Is there anything that I see out of the ordinary?
It's just a really nice engraving of a blade of a sword. It's a normal straight blade, and there's nothing really unusual about it. You can see that it looks a very old style of art that you haven't seen in a long time, or ever, maybe in books.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of craftsmanship is very rare nowadays in this region where you live.
And there's nothing that can be moved on the door. There's only an engraving, right?
Well, there is the no. All of these doors have other than the face. The face has a knocker. The other doors have actually you can open. They have a a doorknob. So you can,
All right, I look at the priest with a chagrin in my face, and I say, I am not taking out my fucking tools again. And I take my hand and I place it on the handle for the door,
right,
with the blade, and I open it.
It opens.
Haha.
You can see again a 5-foot corridor, and also it seems to be also chiseled in and also strengthened with extra built-in, like bricks and stuff. Well, not bricks, but like stones and whatever.
Peep, open up your door too.
There's a lot of stone and like spider webs. Like there hasn't been. And dust and whatever. There hasn't been. It's a little bit moist in here, It's very dark. It's quite. Yeah.
So I look at him and I say, yeah, and I start to. I looked at how he turned the knob. I was like, okay, and I turned the knob in the way he did it.
You turned the knob on the bunny door?
Yeah. No.
Okay. You can see with your low light vision, you can see a room, and this is what you see. And it's darker inside, so you cannot quite make it out. You would have to go in to see it.
Peep, do not go into that room. Let us open the other doors.
You can see something in the darkness. You can't quite figure it out, but it looks like maybe a box of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm next to the helmet door, and I open it.
Okay, and it opens. And you can see again, you can see another corridor going in, but with your light, that's all you see right now.
All right, I proceed to the knocker face door and do. I try and open it first. Just
Okay,
the same way.
the knocker face door doesn't have a handle like the other doors, but it does have the knocker. And it's like the knocker is like its nose, okay? And it has a big shit-eating grin and like big eyes and everything, and they're closed. So do you knock on the door?
No, I move to the next door.
Okay.
I go to the cauldron door.
But at least that's what you see. There might be a secret way to open it, so who knows?
Right. Well, I'm going to do that one last. But I go to the cauldron door, and there's a doorknob there.
Yeah.
All right. I open the door.
You open the door, and there's the wall. There's nothing there.
All right. I leave the door open, and then I go to the knocker door.
Okay.
I quickly, with my dexterity of a rogue or whatever you want to say, I twirl a blade in my hand.
Okay.
Really quickly.
You don't have to roll for that, yeah. You're pretty dexterous.
I lift the knocker up with my blade instead of my hand, and then I let it fall, so it knocks.
Okay, you can hear one bang. It's the eyes of the face open slightly, and then they close again.
The priest flinches at this and then steps closer to the door, trying to examine it more closely to see if there's any kind of symbols on it that he recognizes, perhaps.
No, there's no symbols. It's just the face of a big kind of grinning, grotesque face, and the nose is like the knocker. The eyes are still slightly open. It's like it seems like that's all you can see.
Does the face look like any specific kind of being, or does it just look like some bizarre grotesquerie?
It's a grotesquerie, it could be, like it's not. It could be anything. It's not set in stone, like so to speak. It's kind of like a big grin. Oh wait, sorry. There is a handle. You haven't noticed it right away. It's out of character. That was kind of my. It's like the fucking action hero fight. Oh wait, one more thing.
No, that's fine. Go on.
You now notice that it does have a handle, but the handle of the face is like next to it, like next to the face, and it's a flower, kind of like it's a part of his. It's a little flower on his side. That's like the handle.
I'm not confident on this one, priest.
Well, the worst that happens is you get your hand bitten off and I replace it.
Okay, that means you go.
He sighs heavily and approaches the door and lightly brushes against the flower, watching the face as he does.
Nothing happens.
He will as quickly as he can.
He feels that you feel that you can. That it seems to be movable, but you are not sure. But nothing happens.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Does the door seem magical in any way?
How does the spell show it to you? Out of character, I haven't, because in every game it's different.
Let me look it up real quick.
Oh, you know what? No, I'll just you feel it. I'll just describe it, whatever. You can definitely sense it's very magical of some sort.
Well,
That's all you can feel, that there's magical.
It's magical in some way.
Is it worth pursuing? We have 3 other open doors here that we can look at.
I think we look at them first.
I agree.
So
Let's go to Peep.
There was a box with the bunny, right? Room.
Yeah. You wanna wait? If right.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Now you can see clearly. And
because I'm really focused on that box.
right, I gotta draw it in there. Do you see it now? I just drew it in there.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a box.
Okay, yeah. So you can see a box, and yeah, it's actually a treasure chest of some sort.
Oh.
While Peep is in there, I slip another one of these glowing rods to the priest, and I say, "Do not crack it yet. You may need it later."
He nods. He'll tuck it away in his belt.
Could you add that to your character inventory?
I'll do it.
Yeah. Just so you know. Okay.
I'll attempt to open the chest.
Okay, it opens. You find one vial of something with some kind of fluid. You cannot quite directly see what's the color of the fluid.
Okay. So yeah, I pick it up and I awe and wonder at it. You know, ooh.
It's a nice. It's a thick fluid of some sort. It's kind of a greenish, kind of an emerald green. It's quite pretty to look at. And there's quite a lot of dust on it and stuff, since the chest is also quite old. But yeah. Wait 1 second. You go to your Kade. Just quick. A question about inventory. What you do is you go to your inventory and click right click and then create item. And then you name the item and then add the number. And possibly the weight, but since it's so negligible, you don't have to write in a weight. I just care about weight if it's actually something heavy.
Okay.
Like a piece of paper, like whatever.
Hey, Kate, I'll put the description of the rod in the chat so you can paste it into your inventory.
Thanks.
Alright, sorry, go on.
Okay, that's the vial right now, and it has a wax cork. And there's some rag on it and stuff, so it's quite, it's easy to open probably, but it's also quite well sealed. So
yeah, I'm just showing it up. But I'm closer to the glow from is it Sevaril? How you pronounce your character's name?
Sevaril.
Well,
Sevaril.
Oh, like several. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I get closer to the glow light from several, and to stare at it more intensely.
What did you find, my friend?
Shine.
you can see the vial with the potion in it.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of green potion.
I gesture my hand for you to grab it. Ooh.
He takes it carefully and examines it in his hands.
My fingers are like moving, kind of like, hey, hurry up and give it back, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Am I able to figure out what it is?
You want what you want to roll? Do you want to roll a knowledge roll? Do you have any kind of maybe alchemy or something?
I don't have alchemy. The knowledge I have are religion, planes, and history. But
history could maybe work. It depends. You can use anything. It just depends what knowledge you might get out of it. Right? Understand?
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a knowledge history check if you think that might be useful.
Yeah, that could be. Okay, let me see how well you roll.
Yep. I just need to check my history skill.
Right, you just go on your skill, and you can also, I think you can also just double click on the history name. And it should roll it automatically. If it's not working, wait, I think you have to go on the total on the very right. I think that should work, the number. There we go.
Yep.
Okay, knowledge history, 14. Okay, you get a pretty good roll. You do remember in some of your lessons from the church when you were, but just a student, about how these kind of bottles were that kind of specific form and that kind of corking usually used to be used by people who made a specific healing potions, And you do also remember that this color would most likely be a healing potion, that specific green.
He hands it back. I am fairly confident that's a healing potion.
The dwarf provides us with a healing potion as if we need it. I'm going to go to the first door.
Praise to the Lord and follow.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, let me, wait, I gotta switch modes here. Okay, as you shine in the corridor bends to the left, sharply.
All right.
A 45-degree angle.
I stick my back to the wall, proceed forward, and turn, stick the light out so that I can see down the end of the corridor very carefully.
Since this is how much you can see.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
No, it just continues on. It's just a very well-made, there's a lot of dust and spiders and stuff, little bugs squirming around. Nothing dangerous, though. It's just, little bugs and shit, So.
All right, let's keep on going.
Okay, now you see, 1 second. Now you can see a crossing of sorts. You can see the road there's a road going to the north, and one going to the west, and one going to the south. I mean, not a road, a corridor.
It would be wise if we stick together. Even though there are more options, we should not split.
I agree.
Yeah.
I once knew a man, Harry Longshanks, and he always said go left. So I will go left.
Right.
We are cruising through this dungeon, dude. We're like, do, run through the hallways.
There is no way this can possibly go wrong.
Exactly. This is the safest dungeon trap in the world.
Dwarf Claves is full of traps. It's actually just this amazing adventure park with roller coasters and shit that nobody comes back from because nobody wants to leave.
Okay.
Or maybe they're all been triggered. Yeah, that's something. I remember that they used to do that in the Bard's Tale, the video game. That you can hire a whole bunch of peasants to just run into a dungeon and die, basically.
It's funny because I had once a dungeon, and my friend, my old college friend, he did that exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty hilarious, actually.
All right, so we're heading back.
Okay, you can see in the northern part, the northern corridor, you can see a door to the left, and the corridor continues to the south and to the west.
I'm gonna head down south, considering that it's probably a dead end because we came from that direction. So I want to see what's there first.
Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. The corridor continues on. And as you go, Andre, suddenly the ground under you gives away, and you feel like suddenly the entire room is just like, you know, it's giving away, and you can hear just this stone on stone grinding like really fast.
I yell immediately.
Wait. One
right.
thing.
All right.
Do a reflex save.
Copy.
Right, where's the reflex save? There we go. Let me see. 14. Okay. No go. You almost managed to jump up to safety, but then the entire area is turning around pretty quickly. Okay. And it's like you're suddenly like you can see the hallway in front of you, right? And you can see how it's like turning up with you, and like there's a wall. It's like it seems like the entire thing is like a ball, you know, hidden away, and it's like your weight seems to have activated, and you're like going up now, you know.
I'm starting to float.
You're not floating. No. You're falling down. Behind you. Right now you're trying to hold yourself up, but you're falling down because the entire thing, that part, is going up. And 1 second. And you're falling down now into a pit.
Right.
Let me see here. Wait. Give me a second here. I'm gonna tell you. You fall down into the pit. How much hit points do you have? Okay, you lose 17. You fall down and you hurt your back really bad, and you scrape, and you lose 17 hit points.
Damn.
Okay, so it's 5. You have 5 hit points left, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you can see now upstairs as the entire thing has turned, and under you, you know, you lost your footing and you fall down. You can see upstairs as you know the entire corridor is turned up. You could see the wall in front, but then suddenly there's another, you know, under you a hole opened up, and above, as the whole thing opened, it's turned into there's a hole upstairs too. You understand?
Not really. But
well, as you stepped in, there was like the whole thing turned, like the whole thing went down on one side, and the other side went up, right?
Got it.
Like it's like and then you tried to jump up, but you didn't make it, and then as it like kind of turned, because it's like a sphere under you, there was like a hole, right? It opened up.
Got it.
And then you fell in, and upstairs there's another hole, a secret hole, you know.
All right. Well, I'm with 5 hit points left. I'm in no shape to do anything except for yell for a healing potion. Basically, I'm hollering like, "Okay, can you see me?"
Okay. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna roll here something. Okay, and as you can see, as the thing turned up, you can see in the distance in this new hallway, there is 2 crossbows aimed at you from the top, shooting downstairs, right?
Right.
And it's shooting at you, but since you're quite skilled and fast, you avoid those. And it hurts, but you're fine. And the crossbow bolts dig deep into the ground. And you guys, all you've seen is that he disappeared, and suddenly like a wall has dropped down, right? And closed off the area. And now slowly it's like, and now you're right now. Roll fortitude to see if you can move, Andre.
Got you.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, 12. Okay, fine. You can move. You can see that the ball, as you can see it because it's all around it, is starting to turn back now as the weight has been, you were the weight, and the whole thing is a very balanced ball, as you can see, with a hole in it, which was the corridor, So it was very well hidden. And now it's like setting back to its original position. But you are able to move, so you can try to
Run.
to jump back up and like climb up the thing and try to.
I totally have no choice. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, just roll like a dex check. Okay, you make it. Like you're in pain, but you scramble up, and the entire corridor sets back. The ball sets back. And it's like you can hear the stone scratching, and you can hear a little and from upstairs, where the crossbows were. So you're guessing the trap resetted. So with your rogue knowledge.
Well, obviously very limited rogue knowledge. I look at the priest with.
Out of character, I hope I described the trap right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You guys understood it?
I got it.
Okay.
Right, so I look at the priest. I'm holding my ribs and my back.
Yeah, you're like really injured. You can barely stand right now.
I slide down the side of the wall next to him, and I go, this is not as easy as it sounds.
By the way, what did save you a little bit when you fell down were all the bones that you fell into, and there's a bunch of crossbows and bones in there that you kind of crashed into.
They were so cushiony.
Yeah. What?
All right, I just slide down the wall, right at the foot of the priest. I'm like, I cannot move.
He approaches and kneels next to you, inspecting the wounds a little bit. His hand wraps around the holy symbol around his neck, and he begins chanting. I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds spontaneously, using one of my prepared hold persons as the basis.
Okay, then just roll how much hit points he gets back.
That'll be 5 plus 2d8.
Okay. So you can roll another one. That's 8 plus 5. That's 13.
13.
So it's pretty good. You get back, so you're 13. So you're now at 18. Yeah. So you're almost back at full. The pain subsides. It feels good again. You feel good again, better. But it's like the pain is not completely gone because you had some bones are mending and everything, but you're not like 100% yet. But you can walk and talk and do.
The healing itself would not be pleasant. I do follow the god of retribution, so the healing itself is rough. The bones click as they kind of set into a non-broken kind of place.
Oh, okay, great. Then wait. I'm roll fortitude to see if you can stay conscious. Okay, you can barely stay conscious. I had in my mind 15. You gotta get to 15 or higher, so you can barely stay conscious. You're like.
I apologize for the pain.
But you do feel better now once the pain is going away.
I move my body, see that I've regained my agility, and it's better than death. Now we have to be careful. He can manipulate entire rooms.
Duly noted.
What you noticed that the room, what happened was more of a mechanical trap than anything.
Right,
it's not. Yeah.
I take the sun rod that I have and I scratch an X on the floor, as if to say, "Do not go in this room anymore." And I look at Peep and I say, "Peep, X bad."
Right.
Right. You see X, do not go.
Bad.
So right. Okay, so. Right, let's go.
Yes.
I think that you should stay behind, priest.
That may be for the best.
I will go to this direction where this door is, up to the northern corner.
Okay.
Corridor.
Right. You can see another door to your left, like right at there. And it's just like another wooden door. And the thing, it continues. The corridor to the north continues.
I'm probably going to be doing this a lot, but I'm going to roll spot check on the walls to see if there's any traps or anything on the floor.
Okay.
I'm not fucking around no more.
Well, right now, as you stop, I start rubbing your back because I saw you.
Thank you, Peep.
I will miss a roll spot.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Wait. Okay, so you roll a wow. Okay, you roll a 22 for spot. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. The doors are normal. Yeah. They just seem like normal doors, really. But if you would have seen anything, you would have seen it most likely. That's what you think, at least.
All right, cool. I'm going to look back and well, he rolled a 1. Are you going to give him any?
No, you just rolled for a spot, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just seem like for a second there you're just dazed in a sense where you're like you don't see anything, you just don't notice anything. You're kind of almost like in semi-prayer, you're just kind of you're just like what? Nothing
So
bad.
from the position I'm standing, I'm not standing directly in front of the door. I'm going to reach my hand in front of me and open the door without standing in front of it.
Okay, that door? Right. Okay, you open it up and you can see that from the door opens, fine. You can see a little corridor to the to your left going, so towards the west, opening up another corridor.
I stick my sun rod in there and see if I can see a little bit more detail before I enter.
What the sun rod creates light, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, or of course that's the sun rod. Right? Yeah. Okay. You can see as you stick it in, you can see that it continue. Wait. You can see it continues. It just continues.
Okay. I have to do this carefully, so I'm going to turn in, and then I'm going to do another spot check.
Okay, let me see here how you did. Is this your last? Oh no, this is your one.
15.
Okay. You can definitely see now further, and you can see that it's turning to the south, the corridor. But it's the normal corridor, so nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
I'm going to go 2 blocks forward, edge up towards the corner of that wall, and look around with the sunset.
Okay, you can see you're skillful enough to see that it basically goes down, and you can see another door to the south. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see the.
It should update automatically the way I set it up.
I look at the priest and at Peep and I say, another door. Hopefully I can get to it this time. I walk towards the door and I examine the door with search.
Okay.
11.
It's a normal door.
I'm very concerned. I open the door.
Okay, you open the door, and you can see the corridor that you looked to that went to the west. One second, I'm just doing it. And in front of that is right away another door.
I don't know. I could keep on going until something catastrophic happens again.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh wait, by the way, let me here. I'm gonna write this down. Since you didn't, you did trigger the trap, but you did get out in time. You'll get some XP for that, okay?
Okay.
Because you made it out. But you know, you will only get full XP for a trap if you get out of it without getting hurt, kind of that.
Right. I totally got hurt. So.
Yeah, but you did get out, so you get some XP.
All right. So I'm going to walk through the door into the corridor below, and there's another door facing that's going towards the south again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
And by the way, wait, you do see that, right? There's the other corridor still continues, and you can see here, yet again, another door.
Well, there's a door that's facing south, and then there's a door that's to the left, right?
Yes.
Ooh. I look at the priest and I say, which one?
He thinks on it for a moment and just nods dead ahead. To the one facing south.
Alright, let's go. I open up the door.
Okay, as you open it up, like the other door, it's just a wall. It doesn't lean anywhere.
This is becoming redundant.
The priest looks somewhat perplexed by this.
This dwarf was insane.
Out of character. Well, he's known as the Mad Dwarf.
We may be lost. If we continued further down, we must ensure that we're marking these walls. I'm gonna take the sun stick and mark the floor with an arrow pointing back towards where the corridor starts.
Okay, wait. I can just draw it. Where do you want to put your character? Where you want to do the mark? And say it again, because then I can actually draw it in.
Where he's standing right there, I want an arrow. No, not there. Where my character is standing, I want an arrow pointing back towards where the 5-room door is. Yes.
Okay, like this. Good.
Yes.
You marked it down.
All right, and now I'm going to go left towards the other door.
Okay.
As I'm going to do that search again on the door.
I will do the same.
And I roll shit.
You don't find anything unusual from the door.
Of course I don't. Fuck.
I will also roll shit.
Yes. Double shit.
Well, actually, wait. You rolled a critical miss, right? So.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay, as you try to open the door, you actually slip and accidentally open the door.
Awesome.
It's just really weird how you did that, because it opens to the outside, but you just like slip and it just fumbles open.
This is a technique that I learned from my rogue school.
Okay, let me see here. What's your AC? Okay, 1 second here.
Kill him now.
2d4. Wait.
That'll show you.
I thought you couldn't talk.
Okay,
So
3 plus 6. Okay, as you open the door, there's a huge guillotine blade coming down, which is it's wide as the door is, and it comes down, and basically you get your you get your foot stuck in, and it leaves what is it, a 6? So okay, you get a huge gash in your leg, and you lose 6 hit points.
The guillotine came through the door towards me?
No. When you opened it up, you were searching like an idiot, right?
Right.
You had a critical hit, so you accidentally opened it up, and as you opened it up, you kind of fell into that.
Oh, okay. So I'm
right?
beyond here. Okay.
Right. Because you could have like maybe find it, and you could have done a reflex check, but since yeah, exactly, you fall into, and then you get your leg cut. Let me see. Roll again to see if you lose your foot or not.
Which
or wait. Let's see what limb you'll lose.
This is fucking excellent.
Okay, percentile. I'm gonna use the. This just comes down like. Whoosh. Now you will. Let me see here. What did I roll? 1. Okay, you don't. It's okay. You don't lose a limb, but you do get the 6 hit point. You get a deep gash. But the thing is that the guillotine blade went down, and it's still going down. Like there's a pressure thing going down, so you gotta try to get the guillotine blade off before it chops off your foot completely.
Lift this fucking thing off of me.
I'll start lifting it. He's down here, right?
Okay, how do you lift it though? Because
I will lift it. Well, I have bracers, so I can actually lift it. No, I'll just grab it by the handle. There we go. I'll grab it by the handle. The pole.
Okay. I'll just put you here. This is what you see. It's a room. You actually fall into a room.
So bad.
And okay, as it's a strength check. What's your strength? Let me see here.
My strength
okay.
is 15.
15. Okay. You get a +2 to your roll, right? Okay, roll. I'll tell you if you made it or not. Okay, you make it. You actually managed to. Let me see. This is actually quite powerful. Okay, you actually, as you pull it up, the trap, the mechanics that is pushing it down, it breaks, and now it's like. Oh wait. No, the difference was not enough. The blade just simply goes down, and then it slowly goes like up, like. So yeah.
I roll out of the way of the blade.
It seems to be it seems to be fine now since right now, but.
All right, I stand if I possibly can.
You have a huge gash, like
right,
if Swingle's character wouldn't have lifted it up, it would have surely chopped off your foot. Now maybe with the healing powers of our cleric here, he could have fixed that. But imagine that pain. So
right. I look at my leg, and like in Ace Ventura, when he gets
Scipio shakes his head and checks to see if the guillotine is still on its way back up.
It's still going up. It's a slow reset, but it's yeah.
As it's going back up, he just kind of skips over where it landed, and
sure, jump and skip all your fucking mud now.
he crouches down next to Sevaril. He says, it's not a good idea to be rude to your doctor. Just a thought.
Look, I like you a lot, priest. But
he shakes his head more. He shakes his head slightly more emphatically, holds out his hand again, kind of bracing against the wound, and I'm going to sacrifice my level 1 protection from evil to spontaneously cast Cure Light Wounds. That's 1d8 plus 5.
Okay, then roll that damage. I mean, the anti-damage, I guess. But for you, it could be considered that. 9. Okay, 9. Okay, so that's 12. So you're back at full health again.
The gash will glow
Well-
red like an ember for a brief moment, and as if it's being cauterized, it seals shut.
God, please.
So roll fortitude. Roll fortitude right now to see if you can stay conscious.
15.
Oh, you barely. If you roll under a 15, no chance. You like barely stay conscious from the pain. It's like the thing is the healing hurts almost more than being chopped down from a guillotine.
Look,
And that-
look. I don't know who this person is whispering in my ear. It sounds like God. It's probably because I'm about to die. But look, let's go back to the fucking inn. Forget the treasure, okay? This was a really bad idea.
By the way, on the the western wall, you don't find anything. You don't see anything in this room, but you can see a painting of a little crazy dwarf with a guillotine chopping down multiple people, and he's like looking mad and like grinning, like. And there's a little like speech bubble, and it says "You're next," kind of thing.
I look at the painting, I turn my head and I look at the painting and I go, fuck you!
It's like amazingly. It looks like graffiti, but it's like etched in with like some really nice kind of steel kind of thing. So it's there to be, So, yeah.
Okay, look. This is. Peep, can you go first next time, please? I mean,
The guillotine is just about to completely reset back to its original position.
Okay.
Look, now that we're trapped in the room and the guillotine is reset, we have to look at the painting. But I'm scared.
Well, you haven't closed the door yet. You never said that.
Oh. So the door's still wide open.
It is falling. It is closing slightly. It's about to close.
The priest will stand next to the door and try to hold it open.
I run with
Okay.
the priest. I run with the priest to hold the door open.
Okay, fine. You don't have to roll for that. You hold the door open.
I'll look at the thing.
And with your roguish knowledge, you figure out opening the door was the trigger. So
Okay,
if you would have let it close, the guillotine would have reactivated.
I am the worst rogue in D&D history.
The thing is, when you send me your character sheet with the diplomacy and shit, and I'm like, oh man, where's the trap searching? Where's all that skill? But it's like diplomacy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try use diplomacy on a trap. I'll try.
I totally wanted to be the worst rogue in the world, but it's cool. I'm doing well.
Yeah.
You'll hopefully be the best healer.
Like actually, you are a very accomplished healer, but which is very necessary. But I was thinking, oh yeah, Andre's making the roll. We really need one in this group. And then I'm just looking at his skills and shit. I was like, diplomacy? Seriously? What? This is not the kind of campaign for that.
I am all investigation.
Yeah.
I have a climber's kit.
Try climbing that guillotine trap, please. I want to see that.
Look, I'm going for the long haul.
I love how you guys were like, oh, there's no traps. It's like a vacation spot. Shut up. This is the secret of a good dungeon.
So bad.
So yeah, I'm looking at the painting now, or because it's shiny. Yeah.
Right.
With the door being held open, Scipio will also take a look at it.
As you see closely, it's a almost cartoonish kind of drawing of the dwarf. He's really mad looking, like crazy. And there's 3 guillotines, one with a hobbit, one with a elf, and they all look like typical adventurers, and one with like a human, a knight of some sort. And different appendages are being hacked off with the guillotine. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
I have trap sense level 3.
That gives you a +1 for sensing it, as far as I know. I checked it.
Oh, okay. And
level 3 means you get that at level 3.
But I also have trap finding.
Trap sense, actually, trap sense, it gives you a +1 for your reflex save.
Well, what does trap finding do?
Trap finding, it gives you, I think, a +1 for finding traps. But as I said, you get a +1 for that.
Okay. All right.
Because the thing is, you haven't actually even added any ranks into your trap skills at all. So, yeah. But
All right.
you do get a remind me that you get a +1 when you do a reflex check or when you're searching for trap. You do wait. You do already get it. So yeah.
Yeah, I have what I need to find traps.
Yeah. It's just like, except your skills.
Except for my skills. I'm awesome at finding traps in the worst way possible.
You activate them. Great job.
Exactly.
You found 2 traps.
Right.
And almost died. Or lost a leg.
This is how you know I'm not a power gamer.
No, you're not one. I'm more of a power gamer. Jeez.
I'm an under-power gamer.
You're like a character gamer. You're like all character and shit. Like,
Yep.
the way what I did with Borin, I loved when what was it when you said, "What is that? Is that a breast, like a, what is it, plate armor?" Yeah, you could say I could buy anything. Great job.
Yeah, exactly.
I spent all my money just on weapons and armor, like no food, no nothing. Just. But anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, let's go back. Come on.
All right. So what's going on with Spain?
You can see on the north there's more adventurers. On the north and the south wall, you can see now that they're a little bit more faded, but there's more adventurers being hacked with the guillotine in gruesome ways. And by appendages, I mean all different appendages. And it's quite sickening, but also kind of funny, because it's like drawn in a cartoonish way. It's kind of weird for such an ancient drawing, but he was quite crazy, so. That's all you can see.
Okay.
Alright, I suppose we should go back then.
I'm holding the door, and I look at Peep, and I go, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk to the middle, to the crossroads of the corridors again.
Right.
Knowing full and well that the only way we can go now is north.
Okay. Oh, sorry. No, I just wanted to move the map. Okay. Yeah. What do you do now?
We gotta go north. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go north to this door here. I'm going to totally get killed, but I don't care. Let's do it.
Okay.
You're doing a great job though, spotting those traps. Yeah.
I know. Awesome. That I am such an awesome spotter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna search this door.
Okay.
All right.
Let me see here. But it was okay. I'm not seeing it yet.
Sorry.
Are you searching for traps specifically?
Traps. And
Okay, then you get a +1, so you're at 19. Oh, you have already. You have calculated in. Okay, great.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
+1 on 18.
Okay. You're really looking through it, like really. You know, you're like, I'm gonna find the trap now. I'm gonna prove I'm a good rogue. I'm not just a showy rogue. You know, you're like really looking. You're like knocking it off. It's like obnoxious almost. The other 2 guys are getting bored. You know, you're like literally spending at least a half an hour just checking everything. You're paranoid. And if you would have, you know, if there's a trap, it's like super hidden. But as far as you know, it seems fine.
I stand up and I kick open the door.
Okay.
You are incinerated.
A foot comes from inside the door and kicks your back.
Okay. This is what you see. As you kick open the door,
Oh,
you can see three. You have a good vision. You can see three like reptilian creatures standing on their back feet, and they basically look like they are raptors, and they're pretty tall, and they're almost 6 foot high, and they're like just grinning at you, just like waiting for lunch.
I reach in and close the door.
You can see the raptors. You can hear like just like, and they're like knocking against the door. Let me see here.
The cleric gets his weapon out.
Okay, let me see here. And give me a second. I'm just gonna add them and get everything ready. I just love the sigh of Andre's playing great.
I closed the door. I was like, "Fuck these guys."
It's like just nope. Don't need that. Okay. Let me see here. And 21, okay. And let me see here. Plus 9, only 2d8 plus 5. Give me a second, I just gotta... Wait, is that the 8-sided? Yeah, that's the 8-sided, right.
That doesn't sound good.
Dude, there's so many dice being thrown right now.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, that's 6. Okay, basically, you can first you see like as are you holding in the door, right?
Dude, I'm holding the door and I'm going.
Okay. Roll a reflex save, quick.
All right.
You're like pushing the door with your entire body, right?
Well, I had to kick it in, right?
Yeah.
So I had to reach in and hold the motherfucker close.
Yeah, but you're quick. You're really quick, so you don't have to roll for that. That's something you don't have to.
Right. So now I'm holding the handle because there's lizard men that have or what are fucking raptors that have
raptors, yeah.
arms that can't open doors, and I'm hoping that Jurassic Park was true.
Okay, roll a strength check, just quick.
All right, wait, reflex or strength?
First strength and then reflex, both.
All right, strength here. Oh, you motherfucker!
Wow, that sucked.
It was almost a 13, but then it was like, fuck you, 5.
Fuck you.
That's
okay,
right.
A reflex check. Okay. Oh, with that's like a boss. So what happens is, they basically you first you can see like a big claw coming through, like a huge claw, like right next to your like it. You just have this instinct, this guttural feeling, like you just dodge out of it, and the claw just misses you. It just comes out like, right, and then it goes out almost immediately. And then you see like just the door shatter, you know, as the lizard just like breaks it open with his powerful feet, you know. No way, yeah. With the it's not like T-Rex arms, but the feet are strong, you know. So and there's the big claw on the feet, you know. So it can cut you up like it's like basically having a big knife and shit. So the door is like gone. It's just pieces.
And he's standing there facing you.
Yeah, now he's doing his and I'm just checking the table. It's his turn. The other lizard men are too big; they cannot fit through. So it's right now. You're lucky. He's too greedy, and he's trying to get past you to get to the rest. But first, he's trying to attack you.
Good shit.
And
he's just trying to kill you.
yeah,
right.
he just wants to kill you.
Look, dude, I just got through like a room that turned itself on me. This lizard, fuck this guy.
Okay, he claws with his talons at you. Let me see how much he got. 12? What's your AC? Oh, okay. You just barely dodge his foot claw. It's just like, shoo. You know, it's like this wicked big claw. And he just hisses at you like yeah. Okay, that was the first raptor's turn. Now let's see.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah, I have already initiative. You don't have to worry about that. It's
Okay.
with the initiative tracker.
Ooh.
That's why I have your characters made, because it's got your initiative. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You know.
Alright, I'm not worried about it anymore.
So, the next raptor, he tries to jump over the other raptor to get to food because they're greedy fucks.
Yep.
So, okay, let me see here. And holy shit, he actually makes it. He jumps over. Bang. He just jumps over. It's like almost an impossible jump, but he's just like.
I'm so fucking killing that guy.
Okay, and since it was like his move, he can still do a basic attack. And he claws at you. 21. That hits.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hits you for 14 damage. Holy shit.
Fucking shit, dude.
Okay, 22. Oh, by the way, shit, I totally forgot about that. We haven't decided on the hit points for you. So with our cleric, so technically he was running around with 0 hit points. Great job. What was the full hit points for you? Because we're going with full hit points. Kade, for Kade.
For me?
Yeah, we forgot to do that.
Cleric is D8, right?
While you do that, I'm going to get a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm stressing right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Cleric's D8 per level, right?
Wait. Well, we gotta make a little break.
I totally know what I'm doing.
Okay, we're back with the recording, and yeah. Okay.
So we're waiting on Kade for a second. Get something to drink.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay, there was the lizard who attacked and slashed at poor old Sevaril, who has not been having any luck.
Yeah.
So let me see here with the combat tracker. Andre, thanks. Sorry, it's just a little bit loud. So it's like, other than it's like fine, it's just kind of weird whistling. But anyway, so now it's the third raptor's turn.
I'm back.
And you know, he's just moving in position kind of a little bit, but that's all he does. You know, he's too crowded right now, so.
You gotta edit my hit points down 12, so I got 10 hit points left.
Right, wait, I have that, so 10? Oh yeah, you have 10, right. Okay, you wrote it down, thanks. Okay, so the next, that was the third raptor. Yeah. Now it's your turn, Andre. And then it's gonna be Andre, then Alex's still unnamed character, and Scipio. Have you guys decided what you name him?
I call him Peep.
Peep. So, well, I guess. Well, if Alex accepts the name, he can change his character's name eventually.
Quite literally, it's because of his intelligence, he wouldn't really remember a name. Like, there might be a specific noise that, like, you know, oh yeah, but like, he wouldn't say like, oh, my name is Sir Reginald Watkins.
Right. Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I run inside this corridor over here.
Okay.
And I yell to the priest and to Peep, get in here and close the door behind you now.
Okay. Wait. You ran away? That's an attack of opportunity.
No, it's not, because I didn't cross their hex. I didn't cross their square.
Oh, wait. But you moved away.
Right, but I'm not intersecting a square that they occupy. I'm leaving away from them, and they're not in the square that I'm crossing.
Is that not, Alex?
An attack of opportunity would be if I crossed past a square that while they were...
Right. Yeah. But if you flee, doesn't that open up an attack of opportunity?
You can safely withdraw if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, great job. Okay, then don't worry about it. Sorry.
It depends on which version. That's really the answer.
Rules lawyer.
I'll take it.
Dropka the dick DM. No, it's fine. You just retreat, and you should be skilled enough. Yeah, don't worry about it. Sorry, it's my...
Because I could do something else besides retreat that would be even more awesome if you wanted to see me do it.
No, just do what you want. No, it's cool. I didn't want it to be a dick. Sorry, it's just...
Okay.
I thought so, but I get always that wrong.
So I yell to them to come into the corridor, close the door behind them.
Okay, now it's that was your turn. Do you yelled? You moved?
Yeah.
You can still do something, I think. You can... Is that it? I think you could still attack, yeah. Because talking is free, and with every turn you can do a move and a normal attack.
Alright, so I'm going to draw my my mini crossbow, and I'm going to shoot that fucker that scratched me.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Well, the guy that scratched you wouldn't be able, as you can see the angle, right? Like, you're trying to shoot here, but you could shoot the very first one.
Right, yeah, that's the one I shoot.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, it's my bow and arrow, forgive me.
See, that's why I like maps, because right away you can see the shit, you know?
Yeah.
Not for every game, but for some games, you know? Like D&D, it works, I think.
Alright, so I'm going to roll for my attack for my light crossbow.
Wait, yeah, I'm going to check here. AC, yeah. Roll. And you fucking miss. Okay, you miss. Remove a crossbow bolt from your thing.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, that was your turn. You yelled at them, and you're like, "Get in there!" and whatever. And now it's should be it's Alex, your turn, Mr. Unnamed.
Okay.
Pete.
I heard him yell, and then followed by shoot. So I take out my maces and I move forward.
Okay.
Actually, I just take out the quarterstaff. That's it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Because I can't attack, right?
Yeah, you can move and attack.
Okay, well then I'll attack the one that's straight ahead of me.
Okay.
Alright, so what do I do for the combat roll? I don't see my weapon.
What would you do is you go to your character sheet and you go to the lowest, which is actions, because that's separate. Right? Because there you have your spells too. Mm-hmm. And on the very top you should have your different ways how you can attack. Like here it is like quarterstaff two-handed, or like, I don't know what's D1 for quarterstaff, but...
that's if you do offense.
Okay, yeah. Like for example, if you would lose your hand or the other is tied back, right? You're forced, or if you prefer. Anyway, yeah, okay.
Okay.
What you do is like you just go. There's the little weapon thing, mm-hmm. And I think you just push that, double click that. I think. Yeah. Or there's the little number. That should do it.
I know what my bonus is because I just rolled a d20.
Wait. Okay, well, we'll count that. But I don't see your d20 roll.
No, I'm about to roll. That's what I was asking.
Wait. Go. Now, let's try this. There is next to the.
Oh, right there. Okay. I actually, it's not -3 by the way. It's because it's two-handed. It's -2, -2 because I have the feet, and then it's plus
5. Yeah, you should. No, go. You rolled the D2. Go up. You don't have to re-roll. I'll count it as 14. Just next time, roll the two-handed then, okay?
Oh, Well,
You could.
that doesn't make any sense though, because I'm looking at this. It says two-handed and it's +5. That should only be happening if I'm just attacking with a single-handed weapon. You know, in terms of one strike with the quarterstaff. And the +1, that is me doing two-handed fighting when you include my bonus. I mean, no, without including my bonus, like in terms of my feet. And then the third one just doesn't include, like, the stats are off is what I'm saying.
I don't know why they're off. Let me... As explanation. Alex basically talked himself out of the full +1. Even though if he would have been shrewd, he could... But no. So, okay. So the first roll here counts as 14 plus 4, so it's 18.
Mm-hmm.
And, let me see here. Yeah, you hit him. Roll damage.
Yeah, and then the offhand attack is 22 altogether.
For damage?
No, for the second attack is
oh, okay.
Because remember I hit twice.
Oh, okay.
Right,
so that's the advantage. It's a lower hit rate. Of course. Okay. Now I get it. You're like Darth Mauling. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so roll that.
So I do 4 plus 4 damage.
Roll damage. Yeah. So the second.
I roll. Yeah,
4 plus
the second one.
4 plus 4, so that's 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second damage, right?
Okay, I rolled a 2, so it's total of 6 because 2 plus 4.
Okay. So the one straight in front of you
takes 14 damage altogether.
That's a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you basically run forward. Instead of running to safety, you run forward with your staff and you just like whack him in the face, like bang, bang, and he's like, he's bleeding, pretty bad, but he's still fine, he's like, it's like, now he's just angry,
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Yeah, anyway, let's continue then, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, great job.
Now, little thing. And now it's Kade's turn, finally. Right. It's wait, let me wait, no, that's me.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kade is just getting used to mumble and stuff. It's mumble is a little bit tricky, but once you get used to it, you get used to it. It's going to be fine. So yeah. So what do you do?
I'm going to stand next to Peep here
Right.
and try to hit the closest raptor on the head.
Okay, out of character. Alex, can I just, for now, name your character Peep?
Yeah, if you want to.
Is it like, Well, it could change,
Well, my character's not deeply offended.
Right.
That should actually be a +3 because my mace is +1. So that's 7.
Okay. Well, that's like, I'm just gonna. Well, for this, I'm gonna just add it because I don't want to add it to the melee because then it adds to everything.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me see here. I can maybe should be able to make a. No, okay. Combat and okay, I'm just gonna, since you're gonna use that anyway, it's gonna work. Yeah. Okay. So now it's gonna be next time you roll. It's just this is the things in the first session you get used to. Okay, you roll a 17, right?
Yes.
With your mace, and you attack the first raptor who came out. Roll damage. Yeah, you definitely hit him.
400.
What?
Roll like a 100.
Okay.
That's 5 damage.
With the +1 mace, isn't it like +1 is just for attack, not damage, right?
No, it is for damage, but I've got a -1 to strength as well. So it balances to 0.
Okay, it balances out. But yeah, still good, 5 damage. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, you whack him on the head, and now he pays his attention to you. You know, he's like, you know, just hissing at you. And yeah, he wants you for lunch now. You little for him, you're just running food. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that was him. Now it's Raptor 1's turn. Let me see here. Attack.
Raptor 1 to Eagle 5.
Okay, let me see here.
I suppose you might say I have his rapt attention.
Oh man, now that I think about it, my character would never understand puns most of the time. Yeah, that's my character.
That is a grim life I would never want to live.
Yeah. So you guys are familiar with full attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah. Let me see here.
Yeah, I got additional armor just in case.
Yeah, you got pretty good armor. Okay.
No, I have additional armor because of magic items, so I have to go adjust it.
Oh wait. You said armor. What's your armor? What's your armor right now?
Because of the magic items, I have an additional +4, so I have +8 now.
Oh, that's important. Okay, now you have +8.
Yeah,
wow,
that's
that is very important, right? Okay, so, and do you have a shield or anything? No, you have two-handed weapon, right? Okay. Okay, the raptor attacks you with a full damage now. He doesn't have to move full attack right now. He's just clawing at you and biting and everything. And let's see, the first attack hits you for 6 damage. He claws you with his 4 claws, with his hands, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then with his talons on his feet, they hit you too. For 13 damage. The third one, wait a second.
Attack bonuses.
As the third one is a bite, and that one is a critical fail. It's funny, like he claws at you, and then his third attack, as he tries to bite you, he gets a critical fail. And guess what happens when you do a critical fumble? I rolled the fumble roll.
He bites his tongue off and bleeds to death.
Yes.
Well, it depends on what I roll, so I got to roll a percentile for that. 49. Okay. Okay, he's very clumsy. Okay, he falls and drops. Primary weapon in this case. How does he? His hands fall off of his talons. No.
He might break his teeth or something.
Wait a second. Okay, he falls. He falls down. Okay, he's got to roll a dex check and see if he is stunned. He's definitely going to be flat-footed now. Dex. Ooh, he rolls another fumble. Guess what happens now? On his dex check.
Breaks his neck.
I'm going to roll 660. Okay, he's definitely stunned for a round, and additionally, he falls like really bad, and he's stunned for 1d4. So in total, he's stunned for 2 rounds. So he's basically down on the ground, and yeah, he basically, and let's say he gets the damage too. How much damage does he do?
56.
Talons. Okay, he kind of like cuts himself with his talons. That would make the most sense in this case. So he does 11 damage to himself as he falls down. A really, really unlucky guy. But I think you guys are fine with that. I think you're fine with that.
He's like my lizard spirit.
Right. Well, the first 2 attacks did hit, and in total, how much did you lose?
19.
19. And how much do you have left?
2.
1. Oh, you have 1 left, yeah.
But you know what this means, though? Attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah, now he's on the ground, so... And yeah, this definitely now you can attack him. And you definitely... You know, I think how I do it, if somebody's on the ground, the only reason you gotta roll is if you like do a crit fail, you know, or a crit hit, you know. But there's the other raptors too. So let me see here on the map. Okay, that was Raptor 1's attack. Now it's Raptor 3. Ooh. Will that be the end of Peep? We'll see. I kind of hope not now, but I cannot be, you know, too nice either.
No, I'm still amazed they went over 19 twice. That's what I was impressed with.
Well, what is the challenge rating? Yeah, maybe it's a little bit unbalanced, but it's still in your. We'll see.
If I want to provide attack of opportunity, I'll do that.
Let me see here. Okay. Okay, let me just. He does an attack at you, just like clawing at you. And let me see here. He gets a 24. You get a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and clawing, how much is that? Okay. Okay, you get... Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's 14 damage.
Alright, so that's
Jesus
negative 13,
Christ.
so instant death.
Basically, he just chops his head off. I know, it's hard. We have liked Peep.
Oh no.
He was a good man.
Oh, that's great. Oh dear.
Okay, so it is -10. So because if you're in D&D, if you're just unconscious unless you're like in -10 area.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like -13, right?
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I told you it's a bad place, but
However, I have endurance.
oh wait, right, I should have, you know.
It's funny because it doesn't really feel.
I feel.
That's the joke.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. I cannot. I want to do something, but.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I want to see are the actual die rolls. Because I'm like, how the fuck did do they have like a +9 to attack rolls or some shit like that?
Yeah. It shows here that there are challenge rating 6, so they're like one level above you in challenge rating. So I thought it would be challenging, but it would be possible.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, what is their attack challenge? I'm curious.
Talons is +9.
Yeah, ooh, yeah. That challenge rating is more like if opponents have 18 strength or 18 in everything.
Yeah. I feel bad. Oh well. Carry on. Okay.
All right, so look, let's kick it. We got more.
Okay. Oh fuck it! I say it. Peep is not quite dead yet.
No,
damn it!
I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. No, let me try.
Aw. Yeah. Okay.
No, dude, Peep is dead.
Yeah. Okay.
I need some. I need
this,
those lizards. I need those lizards to be busy so I can run the fuck out of here.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so that was the number 1 lizard, and now it's the number 3 lizard's turn, and he goes. He tries to. He's now munching on Alex's on Peep's corpse, and number 1, he didn't move. He did a full attack, so that's why he can't move now. The 3rd lizard is in the back, and he cannot. Let me see. He's not actually really pissed off and at the other lizard for getting food, and he attacks the other one, the number 1 lizard. So he gets a full attack at him, and it's the first one didn't hit. Well, let's see here. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits. So that is the first one. Talents, that didn't hit, but what is it? Oh wait, that's the damage here. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, here. Talents. Sorry. Okay, full damage here. And then bite and 4 claws. What is it? There we go. Now 6, 3, 7, and that's 10, 16. That is 16. 10, 16, 16 is 20, 32, right. Okay. 22. That is done. Okay. Yeah, now he slashed at the other one, and now he's doesn't care about you guys anymore. Now he just wants to kill his partner, because they've been in there for far too long. Okay, now it would have been Peep's turn, but he's gone from us, and anyway, yeah, as I said, this is Dungeon of Dread, so. It's Sevaril's turn.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't pressing control. Okay, so they're all. One of them is attacking the other, and then the other one's chomping on Pete, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I start running past the priest towards the door, and I yell, "Let's go!"
Okay. Alex muted himself. Nice.
So, how many squares do I get?
You get. Wait, let me see here. That should be here in movement. Speed is 30, so everyone is 5. So 6. You get 6 squares you can move. Oh wait, that's Several's. I think. Yeah, it's also 6.
If you're full pelt running.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Yeah, let's say double. You get 12 to move, because you're not really like just sprinting. In this case, I think that's good. Okay.
Run.
Okay, now that was your turn. And now it's Scipio's turn.
I'm waffle good, but I'm not waffle stupid. I'm gonna leg it.
There's nothing you can do for poor Peep. He's got his head off and stuff. Even the gods are sad for Peep. He was a likable person. He's now with them. Okay. The raptors, it seems the other raptor that we're eating, they're fighting too. So there's some infighting going on. So, but yeah. Okay. As you are running out back to the area, yeah, yeah, it's still the same room. Although there's something under the door that you came into, there's like a new extra door, like from up and down that you didn't see. It's like that wasn't there yet. It's like coming down, like it's two blades, like a kind of like a maw, closing down slowly. So if that's closed, you cannot get out then.
We're closing it. I'm closing that door.
No, the door that you came into. Yeah, the first, you know, the you want to get through. You know, you want to get out. Or do you want to get out totally?
No.
Okay, then whatever. Forget what I said.
Okay, I'm just closing the door behind us right now.
Oh wait, it's like an action hero fighter win. Oh, and one more thing, by the way.
You're right.
So the entrance to the dungeon itself is closing.
It is closing, because there's a second door over there, you know, and there's like the blades. It's pretty slow. It's going slowly. So.
Do you want to leave?
I don't want to get sealed in here. I don't necessarily want to leave.
Well,
there, you see on the side, it's something that there's a little like one of the bricks has gone to the side, and there's a little like lever that looks like a. It's just a little lever, basically.
I run towards the lever. I pull out my crowbar from my backpack and I wedge it in there.
Okay. The door, just move your character. As you wedge it in there, the door opens, the blade things goes up. And actually, as violently as you wedged it in with all your anger and frustration, you basically, what happens is that it, like, you can hear some, let me see, I gotta roll for this. Okay, oh, definitely. You can hear some of the mechanics breaking. And it's like, it seems like broken now. It's going to stay open.
Oh, that resolves that problem.
Yes,
okay.
I suppose it does.
We may want to recoup ourselves and go get some healing potions and some supplies back from town. I was not expecting this to be as bad as it was.
He nods in agreement.
As you talk that, suddenly an apparition, a ghost of some sort of, you clearly see that's that of a small crazy dwarf, just stepping through like he's like just jumping around like a happy kind of like little girl almost, like with flowers throwing around. Oh yes, come, bring friends. My fortress needs more food, yes!
Your fortress will be destroyed by the time we're done.
And then the apparition disappears.
Scipio seems lost in thought at this.
Peep shall be avenged. Let us go.
Yes.
And I walk outside the dungeon.
Okay. You guys want to stop it here?
I think we have to recoup from that death. I want to play with Alex, so if he could roll up a new character.
We could even do it now quick, like...
it's up to Alex, I don't care.
It's up to... if he's got time. Okay, yeah. So the heroes have returned to Ashlia. And they have been healing up, buying new equipment and stuff, and also they are right now. It has been a day where they rested up and eaten, and they haven't really dealt yet with the death of their comrade, and who they haven't known very much. But now they are here, back at the inn. So
Poor bastard.
To be expected in this profession, I suppose.
Yeah, but he was so dim-witted. You would figure at some point he would have died sooner.
The orc waiter, the orc innkeeper comes and says, "He died with honor. There hasn't been a reported people coming out of this place in centuries. I bow my hat to him and to you, gentlemen." And he brings you two mugs with a really nice big bottle of. This is one of the finest beers in the place. You know, enjoy it. It's on the house. And he walks back. Yeah, in my world, orcs are more like Klingons, so, you know. Without the spaceships and shit. Or maybe, who knows?
Well, I have taken everything I needed, and I found, I've got a little bit of, taken a little bit of preparation for a return, but I'm worried that obviously us two, we will not be able to survive this. We need a wall. We need a strong body that can get us through this. And
You're probably right, but I don't see many options for finding one.
now, this tavern remains empty. That red-nosed man over there is still sitting in the same chair he was 4 days ago.
He looks over at the man.
He looks like quite the alcoholic. He's like, yeah.
Strange.
What?
I wonder how he makes the money to buy all those drinks, if he's here all day.
Let's go talk to him. That's a good question.
Sure, why not?
You seem to be light on thirst.
He's like sitting there, and he's got like his bottle of wine and says, "What do you want? You adventuring types, come in here. And well, are you in the hire of the Mages Guild? Or the Red Fang? Well, who are you?"
Scipio just presents his holy symbol.
A holy man. Well, he lifts up his wine. "Well, bless this wine, Father. You probably think, how does this man afford all these drinks? Well, I have gotten some inheritance, but yeah, for a while now. We've been working all my life, and then it turns out I had some rich relative who I completely forgot, and he left me some gold. And ever since the recent skirmishes of orcs and well, you know, he looks over to the innkeep, well, you know, other orcs, less civilized ones, and also gnolls. I have lost my son, and I thought I didn't have any, like, that my life was over, because I couldn't keep the farm, and then I had some luck, but this money doesn't make me happy. I would give it all back to have my son back, but you probably are not interested in these foolish old man's ramblings.
Hold on now. While you may not be able to get your son back, the people, I use the term loosely, that killed him have earned retribution, and if nobody else is capable of doing so, it is your responsibility. Use the gold, buy a sword, train, go after them.
Okay. Well, I'm not a warrior, son. I've been a farmer all my life. Here and there, I beat up a goblin or a kobold or whatever came there, but it's not the same. I'm no adventuring type. I used to have a brother. He looked for this damn place where I heard something you've been talking about, the Mad Dwarf's fortress. Lots of people have looked for it. Even more have died in the old days, and people forgot about it. But there was always some crazy people looking for it. And I don't care for such dangers. It's not my style. I call me a coward, but I'm not a... I have my own honor.
Those that seek retribution for those unjustly killed have the blessing of Saint Cuthbert.
Saint Cuthbert, huh? I pray to Pelor. I pray to a lot of gods. Seems I only listen to some people. As you talk on, a interesting character enters the bar, and he's dressed like a pirate, basically. And let me see here. You have two other characters enter. Wait, there we go. I just gotta resize them properly. And they like enter, and they definitely are pirates. They don't have their weapons out, don't worry, it's just the characters, okay? And they come in and, Innkeep, you're landlubbing half-orc here. You got any rum for us seafarermen? I hear great treasure is abound here. Looking for treasure on the seems foolish when the greatest treasures are here. Although I miss the sea, well, whatever. This place looks good. And he sits down on your old places. Wench, bring us some rum.
I'll be right back.
Wench comes serving them. What do you want, young fella? And the wench is taking their orders. Andre?
Sorry, I didn't press control.
Oh, it's no worries.
I slipped the wench a couple of gold, and I say out loud, please, do not take any money from this gentleman.
Whoa, money? What? Oh, okay. Why would... Well, you're I say that... You're a friend of the seafaring men? Sit down, have a drink.
Thank you. The seafaring men of old and of new have a way with the Stalkingwolf family, and I am here to bid you a welcome. I heard that you have spoken of treasure in this area, and we have been pursuing it ourselves. Well, in light of your quest and your interest, it may be beneficial for you to accompany myself and my cleric friend to a specific location that we have found that bears such treasure.
Yeah, I know. You mean the Mad Dwarf's fortress, huh? Yeah, I came from I came from the western shores, and I've been on a different carts and horses and whatever. It's so weird. I usually am just on the sea with my men here, and most of my men are still at my ship. It's I'm by the way, I'm Captain Red, and these are my my sailors. Some of them, the rest of them, are on the Red Shark, my ship. It's on the shores on, what is the town called again? I can't remember. I still know where it is, but I heard about treasure here in the middle of the land. You seem to be, you look like a pirate yourself? Been on the sea?
I have done my time on the seas. They have served me well, but now I find more interesting pursuits on land. The seas are rampant with specific challenges that I do not wish to venture forth into at this time. However, this dwarven castle is something that is quite beneficial.
I don't know yet. I will think it over. Think your offer through.
Feel free and enjoy the remainder of your day on my tab. I've already paid. You can eat and drink at your will. And while you ponder the proposition, just remember my kindness. And when I say remember my kindness, I'm going to roll diplomacy to see if I can succeed in convincing them.
Right. Okay. I know you got high diplomacy. Okay. Let me see here. Where's the rolling thing?
I got it right here.
Okay. Sweet. Well, Sonny, you get into talk with them. You got a fucking perfect. You get into talk with them, and you're like become really tight friends, and you sing pirate songs, and you drink rum with them and everything. And they said, "Well, Johnny, yes, we will come to you at this accursed place. It is like a treasure island in the middle of the land. And then we have the treasure. We will have a fleet of ships." Ha ha!
Very well, Captain Red. I understand your interest, and I am proud to call you a friend after this conversation. And I look forward to our endeavor into uncovering what we can find in this forsaken castle.
Yes, well indeed.
All right, I must take my leave now and return to my companion, and we will discuss further what we will do once we reunite with the remainder of your crew and when we storm this castle of ours.
Very well. I'll be staying. I might as well get a room here. We'll meet then in the morning, or when do you want to leave? In the morning?
If you can procure the bodies from your staff and your crew.
Might I ask, your accent, it sounds like one of the southern kingdoms and shores. I've been there.
Yes, is it from Valeria?
Valeria, okay. Very good. We could sail there one day again. It's been a while, but I've been there.
Very good.
Quite beautiful women there. I'm sure you know.
My mother was not Valerian, my father was. My mother was of the Hidden Wolf Elves.
Ah, okay, I see. Well, you do look a little bit girly, if you don't mind me saying. No. I'm sure you get all the ladies. I'm a scruffy old pirate myself. I sailed with a lot of some elves too. They have some quite great craftsmanship. None better.
They are an interesting folk, to say the least.
Okay. It depends on the kind of elf, you know. Like, me now like no drows, but then they don't like anybody.
Well, I am like no kind of elf you have ever met, my friend. I am an elf that you will be able to become profitable with.
Very good. Well, you know, we'll be heading out now. We had some good drinks now, but I think we have some other rooms, my friend says here, but we're gonna meet in the morning. And you showed us the location of this castle, of this crazy dwarf, and then we will get there, and we will find this treasure. You know, cost us what, and we will avenge your friend. So,
yes, dear Peep.
Because you know us pirates are, we always pay our debts in blood. So.
Exactly.
And Captain Red then leaves the building with his two friends, which you found out is like Joe and Pete. So
Joe and Pete. Awesome.
Yeah, super pirate names, I know, but
That's right. That's right.
not all pirates have like piratey names. So some have just
Right.
vanilla names. So they leave the inn now, quite drunk, but probably going to another inn instead of going to sleep. So.
All right. I walk down to Scipio's table, and we pursue this conversation.
When you go over there, you'll smell some incense burning, and he seems to be staring at some oddly shaped bones on the table.
I fan the incense away from my nose. Oh, your pleasantries kill me sometimes.
He doesn't look up. He just stares at the bones a little bit.
The whole scene seems to agitate Sevaril a little bit, and he starts to thumb around with his blade in his hand just to pass the time until this whole nuisance can pass.
After about 10 minutes, Scipio licks his fingers and puts out the incense bottle.
Good. We have 5 to 6 bodies coming our way. I convinced those pirates that we have an honorable quest. We can use them as food if we need to.
Well, it's a start, I suppose.
Yes. It's better to lose them than to lose a close ally as we did with Peep.
You kind of like your conscience is not like quite fond of this, but yeah, you don't feel it's very kosher. But that's all.
Scipio nods, but the reluctance in the nod is visible.
Yeah, it's now. I'm not saying this is just what you feel.
Yeah. Well, he looks at the bones one last time in his hand. It seems like a good thing we didn't open that door with the face.
The more I think about it, there's a lot of decisions we made that we could have done differently. One of them is not pursuing the options all at once and sticking very close and slowly progressing through. But another is not leading with our strong men. I can only detect as much as I can, as much as my training can provide us. But the point is that we need a good, physically strong body to lead the way, and that's where we are now. Regardless of these 5 or 6 individual pirates we will pursue, we still do not have a wrought iron arm to lead the way.
I suppose we'll just have to do what we can with what we've got.
I'm half convinced to ask the orc over here. Our resources are low. It's becoming very frustrating.
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt to try. I doubt it'd have the correct armaments for it, though, and I don't have the money to suit him up.
Well, maybe he knows of where Peep came from.
That might be a start.
Let's go ask him.
Yeah, want something to drink?
I want something that has nothing to do with drink. I want some information about the man that we were sitting with here just 3 days ago in your inn. He was dim-witted. However, he was very large and shook maracas.
He comes sometimes here, playing some music. Usually he comes with his brother.
He has a brother?
Yeah, I don't even know what his name is anymore, but he comes here sometimes. He's definitely smarter, he's the brains of the thing, but he had to go away on some mission, and he gave Peep, how he is, to some of the priests, but who knows, maybe Peep got away, or who knows what have happened, but apparently he came here, just tumbled in, and, and then you guys met him. So,
this is most discouraging, and you say that his brother departed how long ago?
I don't know. You know, you guys usually hang out here. Right now we have some a religious fest or something going on, but there's going to be more people here. As you've seen, there's pirates. There's going to be more adventure types coming in, all sorts, and not as friendly as those pirates either. Although, you know, who knows? Those pirates probably. Well, who knows if they're pirates? They're, you know, I'm not judging. They're probably just, you know, honest seafaring folk. But there's probably other folk which is not so trusting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we are not looking for trust. We are looking for muscle.
Muscle? The only muscle you're going to find there is from two places. There's two factions controlling this town. He looks around, you know, just in case. And he looks at the waitress and says, "Hey, Margaret, take a break, will ya?" It's okay. Okay, and then he's like, and then she like walks back to the room. She's of course into it, but you know, just in case. You seem like honest, gentlemanly folk with honor. I'm thinking, you know, there's two factions here. As you know, you might have heard of the Mages Guild, but there's another faction. Mages Guild controls basically everything. The Count here, he does not hold very much power, in a sense, at least not real power. Mages Guild is the real power here. Very secretive, but yeah. And then you have the other, you got the Red Blades. They are, you know, some people call them a criminal organization. I call them as more, you know, they're fighting the good fight. You know what I mean? So if you want to, like, find good muscle, I have info for you. I've got a little special map I've given some, you know, anybody who's interested. And they also hired the people who eventually found the map to find the thing. So give me a second here. He rummages through his stuff.
While he's doing that, I turn a slight nod and raise an eyebrow to Scipio to see if he's interested in this.
He shrugs.
Okay. All right. And then he pulls out a map, which I'm going to show you. Like, this map has been, you know, drawn on the stuff and used, but I can show it to here easier. And he puts out the map, and it's got like smudge stains and everything, but it's you know, it's still readable and everything. Okay, do you guys see the map?
Yes.
Okay, so as you can see here at number 1, this is us, the Inn of the Mad Silver Mage. You know, this is us, our establishment, and in my humble opinion, the best establishment ever. There's other ones, but you know, this is a quite big city, so. As you know, you've been to Romus's adventure shop and the Calamar's Arcanicum. Now Romus, he's one of the guys that is with us, and Calamar is one of the only people who sells magic items that isn't in connection with the Mages Guild. Of course, there's Castle Ashlia, but what you really want, there's all kinds of people. There's two people you want to talk to. First, there's Herod. You know, he's in connection with the... But before you talk to him, you should talk to Falrimbor. He's a Neo-Orog. Don't be worried. He's not one of these out of character. Neo-Orog is kind of like a half-ogre, kind of like a half-orc ogre, you know. He's kind of like... The closest thing would be like a Urukai, you know. Right. But he's a very civilized... He's a civilized one, don't worry. He has a brothel at this point, and he points at the 9. It is a secret location, so yeah. I'm telling you this because you seem like types that would be interested in joining the Red Blade.
We'll see what could happen. I appreciate the map. Do you mind if I keep this?
No, yeah, I have a bunch. This is not the nicest one, but you know, so it should service you fine. There's other areas in Ashlia you might check out, but these are the only ones, in my personal opinion, that are worth noting. A lot of these other places are... The library of the Mages Guild is like, if you're not part of the Mages Guild, you won't be allowed inside of that library, which also has quite a lot of interesting tomes and stuff. And there's other places too, but for me, you know, that's I'm in semi-connection with the Red Blade. I appreciate them, but I don't need to be a full member. But they like me too, and I like them more than the Mages Guild usually. The Mages Guild just taxes us and everything, but you don't want to hear that from me.
What was it you meant when you said the Red Blade were fighting the good fight?
Well, the Mages Guild there are some rumors they're doing things that are not quite of the legal matter. But the problem is, ever since the Thai dynasty has died off, the entire areas, the countries here, including the Great Kingdom country, has fallen into a state of chaos again and lawlessness, and to a degree, and these different factions have taken over. So, there used to be even the old knighthoods before the great war against the Silver Prince have almost all disbanded or been just simply eradicated. And I don't know if there's anybody left of them, but maybe the knighthood of the Tiger Claw clan, maybe them, but
You're dodging my question. What did the Red Blade do?
As I said, they are resisting the wanton control of the Mages Guild, which includes wanton taxation, doing magical experiments that are not, accepted. Of course, they deny that, but hell, you should talk to the Red Blades to that. I don't like to get mixed up in these things too much. I send you their way, you deal with them.
Alright, fine.
I take the map and I just roll it up and put it in my pack.
Okay.
I just, at that point in time, I don't even acknowledge this orc, and I just start looking at my companion, and I say, we have several options to pursue here that we may be able to find a strong body for. I have no confidence in this Red Blade organization. The more he spoke, the more they sounded like a thieves guild, which to me, or an assassins guild, which to me does not sound like the place we need to be mixed up in, especially being new to this area.
You're probably right. No, it's not sounding like the Mages Guild are going to be particularly approachable either.
No. We have hope in these pirates. They may bring a big body back with them, but there's no guarantee.
Well, we're not in any hurry, are we? I suppose we'll wait to see what they bring.
Yeah, I think that would be the wisest thing. See what type of bodies we have when the full count is available, and perhaps maybe this long-lost brother may appear in town somewhere, and if we hear of his return, we may pursue him.
Yes, I think that would be for the best.
All right.
Okay, let me do a break. As the heroes are talking about the brother of Peep, that's suddenly...
Yeah, go to the barkeep. There we go, yeah.
Describe your character, or just go ahead.
Well, it's a 6 foot tall guy wearing a breastplate that's like really magnificent, that kind of thing.
Right.
A giant, about the size of his arm, of a shield, that kind of thing, made of steel.
Okay.
He's pretty buffed out there, and he looks to the barkeep and says, "Hello, I am looking for my brother, Pete Hammerfall. Tell him it's Jake."
And that's where we're gonna stop.